Yes, yes, Dender boys. Come on, live from the beach stream. Well, it's not a stream, it's a video. But we are live on the beach. It's not live, it's a video. Why do I keep on saying it's live? Um, First of all, hopefully the quality is okay. I need to be careful with the camera because there's two people behind me who are semi naked. Hopefully, you guys are good. We have to speak about Julian Alvarez because my friends, he's going, mate, isn't he? He's off skis. He's gone. Well, he's not gone yet, but it looks like he's out there. Latest news coming out: Atletico Madrid have advanced their negotiations to sign Julian Alvarez, having already held several meetings with the player representatives and are now seeking to reach an agreement with Manchester City. It sounds like City want 70 million euros plus 20 million euros in add-on related bonuses. Um, if we do that in English money, or British money, that's 60 million sterling for the main fee, and then the bonus is 17. So what's that? 77 million pounds if it's all paid. Rob's a little cheap, to be honest with you. I think in this market, he's one of the best strikers around. To be honest with you, I think we should be getting closer to the 100 mil fee. But if we're also being honest, no one's paying that because no one's got it. Also, sun's in my eyes, so if I'm like squinting, that's why, bro, because I can't see it. So yeah, it's probably slightly cheap, 77 million for a guy that's won as much as he has, for one of the best young strikers around. But it is what it is. Like, I just don't think we're ever going to get like 100 mil for him. So I think that's probably, to be honest with you, the best City you're going to get, unfortunately. Um, Quite mixed emotions, to be honest with you guys. I'm a bit sad that he's going. But I predicted this pretty much the day he signed because I always said Alvarez is never going to be truly happy as long as Haaland is here. But we all thought it would be Haaland that would have left because we were told by the media from day one that Erling Haaland was going to go to Real Madrid in 2 or 3 years. And then we all thought, oh, well, that Alvarez will become the main striker. But because Real Madrid have signed Mbappe, doesn't look like Haaland's going anywhere anytime soon. So it sort of Uno reversed and flipped, and now it's Alvarez that's going. So it was always going to be one of them. And for me, I'm looking at it and going, well, probably, to be honest with you, yeah, Alvarez is probably the one that I'd rather leave than Haaland, obviously. So it's what it is, but it's sad, man. It's sad because he's a good player, good player. Um, Last year, probably got too much criticism, probably from myself included. He was playing out of position, and for the large part, did well. And I think if you remember when the team wasn't playing particularly well, we was winning games, but we weren't playing particularly well. I think he got too much stick, if we're being real. Um, but it is what it is, and he's going. And the question is, do we buy a replacement? If we do, what type of player do we get in? I'm going to tell you guys my opinion. Yeah, I've said this before. I'm not convinced we should buy another striker. What do you mean, LB? We have to buy someone. And I didn't say don't buy no one. I just don't think we should buy a striker because I think if you buy a striker, I think we're going to run into the same issues. I think we should buy someone that can play the false nine role, an attacking midfielder who can get games as a false nine, can get games as an attacking midfielder. Basically, because if you think about it, that's kind of what Alvarez was doing anyway, because he played more games last year as a midfielder. So if you buy a striker, the striker's not going to play as a striker because Haaland plays as a striker. So what's the point? They're just going to be sat on the bench not happy. Um, and arguably, we are a little bit weak in our attacking midfield options because we've only really got Foden and De Bruyne. I don't really class Bernardo Silva as an attacking midfielder because he's not got the creativity for me. Kovacic obviously isn't one. Nunes, don't know what that guy's doing. Guy's just chilling, isn't it? So I think we should buy someone who's an attacking midfielder who can be like third choice and rotate with Foden and De Bruyne, so he gets games there because De Bruyne will get injured at some point anyway, so he'll become second choice, but can also play as a false nine. Who that is, I know, but who then? I don't know who. I don't know who because I've not thought about it, mate. Do you know what I mean? But that's my sort of like thoughts on this. That we should go for a false nine. Olmo probably could have done it, to be honest with you, but that doesn't look likely anymore. I shouted João Felix 2 months ago, and y'all cut me in the chat and said, "Oh, what a shocking take." I'm still not against it, man. As long as you're not paying silly money, because he can play false nine, he can play attacking midfield, and I think he'd work well under Pep Guardiola. And I think he's a player that needs his career revived, because his career has died, mate. Yeah. But I know a lot of you guys are not going to be liking that shout, but that's just a thought. Someone like that, not necessarily saying he's the guy, someone like that. If you are going to go for a striker, what do? Do you go for someone young who you can develop and then sell on again in a couple of years? Or do you go for a more experienced player, someone that's coming to the end of the career, you get for cheap, but will know the place in the squad? Someone like a Griezmann. Apparently, you can get him for like 12, 15 million euros. Would you be happy with Griezmann? I mean, if you got 15 million euros, and it's so long as he's happy that he knows he's not going to be playing week in, week out because Haaland's there. But you tell me, if Haaland got injured or suspended or needed a rest and Griezmann steps in, could he also play in the pockets? Probably. He could play out wide. Another decent option. But I don't know, man. I'm really interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Give me some names in the comment section. But first of all, do you agree with me that we should get like a false nine type, or do you know, say, LB, no, we need a striker? I'm not completely against the idea of buying a striker, by the way. I'm not sitting here saying we can't buy a striker, we have to get a false. That's just my sort of like vibe on it. But give me some names, man. Give me some names, and obviously you got to be realistic about it. We're not going to go out there and spend. Unless we bought someone like a João Felix, yeah. Sorry about the wind, by the way. The bad wind, my bad, and it's the beach. What can I do? A bit cloudy today. Yeah, you got to give me some names, man. But we're not going to spend 80 mil. We're going to spend max 30, 35. Unless you get like a Dani Olmo, João Felix, who's a little bit more, can play in different positions. But if we're getting a striker, mate, we're going to get someone like a Griezmann who's coming to the end of the career, or you're going to get someone young who's cheap. But yeah, man, bit sad. I am a bit sad about this. I like Alvarez, man. The guy's never moaned. He's always worked hard on the pitch. He's done well throughout his career at City. Won everything. But it was always going to happen. It was inevitable. I've been saying it basically since day one. You remember when we used to do the streams on how can we fit Haaland and Alvarez in the same team? Because if we don't, one of them's going to leave. I've been saying it since the day he signed. It wasn't rocket science. Two of the best strikers in the world, only one of them's playing in the right position. The other one's not going to be happy. And, unless Haaland went to Real Madrid, which now isn't going to happen, it was always going to be Alvarez. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. Bit sad, to be honest with you, but it's football, isn't it? That's football. So, yeah, guys, give me some comments down below. Yeah, I want to know some suggestions from you. Give me some names. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Smash a like, subscribe. Regular streams return tomorrow because I'll be back home and we're going to be streaming 24/7. Yeah, we're going to pick up the pace on this channel because the last 2 months has been slow because of everything that's been going on, illnesses, house purchases, holidays. But we're back on it, man. We're getting it, guys. Smash a like, subscribe, and adios from a Spaniard. Peace out and adios, Alvarez, man. Been a pleasure.